Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Wuthering Waves news, we've got the new events. I'm going to be talking about everything we know about them, so you can learn if you're going to be excited about this event, if you may not care about the event, and what you should look forward to. With that out the way though, let's just get to the first event, which is the simplest event of all. It's the login event. All you have to do is log into the game. You'll earn, as you can see here, 5 normal tides for the standard character or weapon banner, which if you're maybe new to the game, maybe you want to use on the character banner, get some new characters. If you have some other characters already, maybe you'll then go and use it on the weapon banner, which is my plan, to get those 5-star weapons, since they're guaranteed the one you pick. And hopefully it doesn't take all the way to pity, but knowing me, it will for me. Then there are 5 of the premium banner summons, and so you can use them on the shorekeeper who's coming out. She'll be a very good support. Verena will finally get some rest if you don't have Verena. Perfect option instead. And then if you want to save for Camellya or someone else, you can do that too, but you do have to log in to get them. And following up that event, we have a new companion story. Again, if you've played Wuthering Waves, I'm sure you've played a companion story thus far, but if you haven't and you're new, companion stories are basically just learning about the character's background. You learn something about the character's past, and you get to play through a little event where you solve some puzzles, do some cool stuff, and then fight some enemies. They did talk about it in their live stream, their official live stream here. You can see Encore's companion story, and we see Encore jumping on some clouds here, a very Encore-esque thing to be doing. A little puzzle here, opening up the door, and then I'm sure there will be some cool fight that you have where you fight as Encore, and it ends in a cinematic, beautiful shot, because that's how like all the companion stories have ended. So I'm looking forward to this. I do think they do a good job with their companion stories, so hopefully Encore's is equally fun. And speaking of fun, in 1.3, if you haven't heard, we're getting a new area. It's the Black Shores, and we have an exploration event, which we got one of these before when we got Mount Firmament, which is the big dragon mountain that we got with Jinsey. And you can see here, we had this little quest thing, go through, complete the story. When you get to certain points in the story and do certain things, you earn some rewards. Then here, do some tasks, earn rewards. It's basically going to be the same thing, I'm sure. You're going to go through the Black Shores. You're going to earn extra rewards on top of whatever little challenge rewards you earn. And it's just a way to invite you to go explore the world, to entice you to want to go explore the Black Shores and see everything there is to see. And then there's another area exploration event too, because they really want you to go explore the Black Shores. They have a photo collection event here. The description for this one reads, "Scattered across the Black Shores are tracers of ancient memories, and whoever finds them may reclaim the lost treasures of the Black Shores owner." So I'm assuming there's going to be little points where like maybe you'll take a picture and then it will teleport you to like a memory. You'll fight something, or you'll see people talking or whatnot, learn some stuff about the Black Shores, and then earn some extra rewards. So again, more incentive to just go around and explore. And then we have Fairy Tale's finale, featured co-op battle challenge. So yes, there's going to be another co-op event. If you've been playing, we just have one, the Echoids, do Echoids, Dream of Electric Sheep, something like that. And so we're going to be getting another one. They did mention this in the live as well. You can see at the bottom here, it says this is a revamped version of the original tactical hologram, except you'll be able to do it with a teammate. So yep, if you have friends, you can do it with them. If you don't have friends that play this game, like me, then I'm sure they'll have the option to do it with random people. But that's all they show about it. That's literally it. It's that one little clip. That's all they show. That's their brief message about it in the live stream. But pretty self-explanatory. You're gonna go fight the bosses, but now you can do it with a teammate instead of doing it alone. And now we have what I think is the most intriguing event, because we don't know really anything about it besides this picture here. But it's called the Infinite Battle Simulation Featured Area Battle Challenge. So from that, we can judge that there's gonna be fighting going on, just from the name alone. And while looking up what other people, see if anyone knew anything about this, I came across this where people are saying maybe it'll be like Warzone from PGR, which is Punishing Grey Raven, the other game made by Kuro Games, who are the people who make Wuthering Waves. And so someone asked, what does that look like? I myself haven't played PGR since like the first month it came out, but they explain here, it's a mob boss rush mode where the enemy keeps coming without downtime, and usually they're graded on other players' rankings, and then you get rewards. In PGR is really competitive, and free-to-play and whales can showcase their skills. Obviously the whales win out, but the threshold for the reward is quite manageable and not based on the leaderboard. So you can rank highly, but that doesn't mean you get anything extra special, it seems. Now, I wouldn't be against earning rewards for like first get some extra special, but I agree there should just be a base level of rewards you earn for reaching a certain threshold. So if this does end up to be like that mode, I did go and look up that mode just to see, you know, get some idea. So I'll show y'all what I saw. This is it in PGR here. There's a lot going on. It's really kind of hard to see the enemy at all. But basically, there seems to be just waves where there's a bunch of either small enemies you got to beat up, or there are waves where there's like a single boss who's got extra health and you got to focus on taking out the boss. So it does bring in team building aspect where you're going to need someone to take out the mobs really quickly, so like AoE attacks, but then you do want someone for like single target attacks when you get the big boss. You don't want someone who deals little damage to the big boss but wipes out the AoE mobs real fast. But then you also don't want someone who just is only good at taking out the big boss and can't wipe out the mobs very fast. So you gotta find that balance between the two, and it just looks like a cool mode. So we don't know if it'll be like this. It is made by Kuro Games, so that's why people brought it up, the PGR mode. So we'll see. It does kind of lead to think that an infinite battle simulation. This is like infinitely going through waves to try and beat as many as you can. So I see the logic there. If it is like that, I will be super hyped about it. I am looking forward to this event though, and I'm kind of hoping it's like that, because I think that would be a really cool thing to have. Next, we have the parkour event that will be coming. If you've played Wuthering Waves since like the beginning, we had one actually really early on. It was called the Overdash Club. Shout out to WoW Quests here. They're the person who posted this video, so I'll give them the shout out. This is what it looked like. Basically, there were 6 different parkour courses you can go and do. They're all like this, where they're just like up in the sky or built into a city. You go along, you collect these silver and gold coins, as you can see them doing here. And the whole goal is to get the highest score as possible, which your score is based on how many of the coins you collect and how quickly you make it through the course. So faster, make it through with more coins, equal better time, better score, and better rewards. Now, I will say, this mode was pretty brain dead easy, I feel, the first time around. None of them were super like, oh my god, how are you gonna beat that in time? So it'll be interesting to see if they keep it the same difficulty or if they make it harder or easier. I don't know. We'll have to see what they do, but I imagine it'll look very similar to this Overdash Club. And then we get on to our last limited time event that they've mentioned will be coming in 1.3, and that is the Lollo Campaign. Again, if you've played Wuthering Waves before, you will have probably played this event unless you just weren't playing during that time. But to sum it up for you, it's basically like a lottery wheel type thing where there's different rewards. You earn tokens every day by going and talking to this guy, and then he'll give you a quest. You go do the quest, and then it's either things like, oh, go beat up this little group of enemies, or go talk to this guy, and then you earn the tokens. You put the tokens in, you spin the wheel, you get one of the rewards. If you happen to get the grand prize before it's just like the last one, so if you get the grand prize first roll, let's say, you unlock all the rewards on the wheel and move on to the next wheel. So you'll start out at wheel 1 here on the right. If you can see my mouse moving around, you'll move on to wheel 2 once you get all the rewards from wheel 1. Then when you get everything from wheel 2, you'll move on to wheel 3. But again, if you get the grand prize, you just earn everything at once. You don't have to keep spinning to get everything individually. I actually had that happen the first time through on this. On my first wheel, my very first spin, I got the grand prize. So then I just moved to the second wheel. Don't worry though if you don't roll the grand prize right away. I do believe you get everything anyway as long as you play every day, even if you get the unluckiest rolls possible and get everything one by one, and then the grand prize lasts for all 3. So it's not really like a lottery. It's not like you could get unlucky and not get everything. But if you get everything, like if you roll super lucky, it just helps you not have to think about doing the event after that. Because once you're in the tokens and earn all the stuff, you don't have to go back to get more tokens because you can't keep spinning. Once you get the final max grand prize on the last wheel, that's it. You're done until they bring it back the next time. But that's it. Let me know what event you're looking forward to the most. We got a lot of stuff. We got some parkour. We've got some co-op. We've got some exploring the new area, Encore, a good old companion story, and then potentially like an endgame test your skills mode. So I'm looking forward to all of them. Again, I really love the companion stories, and I also would really like to see what this ends up being. So let me know what you're looking forward to the most in the comments, but I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Hope you all are staying happy and healthy, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.